Hey guys, welcome to Juicy Tea, where I read out the best stories on Reddit, so you don't have to. The funny, shocking, and satisfyingly juicy. Today's Relationship Drama Friday, where we can just sit back and enjoy the tea. Unless you posted to Reddit recently. So, before we get into today's first story, I just want to let you all know I'll be taking a short break for the Christmas holidays, but I'll be back to posting daily content as of next weekend. So, to today's first story. Am I the a-hole for telling my fiance's mother why she can't come on our honeymoon? Our first post comes from the Am I the a-hole subreddit, posted by Deleted. My future mother-in-law has a very unhealthy relationship with my fiance. We're low contact with her since she makes him feel uncomfortable by her constantly hugging and kissing him, and also using him as a therapist. She's been doing this since he was young, using him to help her solve her adult problems. She also does this thing where she copies what I do to my fiance. For instance, if I kiss his cheek, she'll find a way to do the same. Oh, that's kinda creepy. I thought I was going crazy when I first noticed her doing it, so I tested it by running my fingers through his hair, and she did the exact same thing. My fiance is in therapy and says they have an emotionally incestuous relationship, which is toxic for them both. He's trying to set boundaries with her so they can have a healthy relationship. So far, it's not really working because she doesn't understand why she can't force him to hug and kiss her, or use him to help her with her issues anymore. She cornered me at my future brother-in-law's housewarming party and told me she feels like her and my fiance's relationship isn't the same anymore. So, she'd like to come on our honeymoon because he'll be off work and they can talk things through and bond. Obviously, I said that's not happening, and this grown woman was genuinely shocked that I said no. She kept asking why. What are you guys gonna be doing that her and his dad can't be with us? effing a hell of a lot. Does she want to watch or something? She got the idea from Facebook that apparently people have honeymoons with their friends now. No, they don't. I said, we haven't had 2 weeks to just be together since my fiance got promoted at work a year ago. We're both looking forward to being together. She said, why can't we just all be together? We won't be all that busy since we've been to the country we're going to countless times. We've seen all the tourist attractions, so why can't she just come? Does she seriously not understand what people do on honeymoons? She kept pestering me, so I flat out told her I'd be having sex with her son all day, every day, in every inch of that villa, so we won't really have time for all the things that she wants to do with my fiance. I thought this would make her uncomfortable, and she'd realize how crazy her request was. I was wrong. She said the sex isn't that exciting for us to spend our entire honeymoon doing it. There's only so many positions, she said. Way to call out her husband. She said some other things which still make me cringe a week later. Future mother-in-law offered a compromise. She'd come week 2 of our honeymoon and bond with her son since he has a high-stress job and is constantly working. She even said, we can be as loud as we want. They won't mind. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, I'm starting to think this is secretly her real reason for coming. Please excuse the pun. I told her we'd just like to be alone, enjoying each other's company. We can plan a holiday next year. Future father-in-law called me personally to ask that they come for even 5 days so they can bond with my fiance as they used to be so close. I explained that we'd be busy and we could plan a holiday next year. He seemed to understand, but then messaged me at 1 a.m. to call me an a-hole who doesn't care that I'm ruining a mother-son relationship. Am I an a-hole? Future sister-in-law called to tell me that her mother's been crying for days because of what I said to her. She says to avoid more drama, I should just give in because her mother will make my life a living hell. Should I? That whole family is deranged. If you fold now, you'll be folding forever. But seriously, your soon-to-be husband should really be the one dealing with this. Not only because it's his mother, but also because this comes into him learning to set boundaries with her. And this next story feels a little like deja vu. Am I the a-hole for being upset that my in-laws are coming on my honeymoon? Posted by a teacher 0002. So, here's the lowdown. My fiancé and I met our sophomore year of college and started dating post-grad. We've been together for 2 years. My fiancé wasn't close with his family growing up at all. In the 2 years we've been dating, I've only met his parents like 3 times. That doesn't bother me. Like I said, he has a lot of resentment due to his upbringing and just doesn't particularly like spending much time with them. Nothing bad happened to him on their part, but outside his basic needs being taken care of, there was little emotional support. My fiancé was given a terminal diagnosis a few months ago with a 2-year life expectancy. Treatments aren't an option, so we're just living life to the fullest. After he learned of his illness, he and his family have gotten a bit closer in that they see each other more often. His family, very, very wealthy, gifted us our honeymoon as our wedding gift. My husband and I chose Puerto Vallarta because we wanted a relaxing resort vacation and to go snorkeling together. One last bougie trip for our bucket list. But his parents also chose the dates of the honeymoon without asking us. So they chose to book the trip so that his birthday was during it. Then they said they want to spend his last birthday with him, so they'll be joining us. They did get their own suite at the resort, and both his siblings got rooms at the resort too. Don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful they're gifting us this experience, but I'm annoyed they deliberately made it during a time they could conveniently join us on our honeymoon. I know he's sick, and I know that they want to spend time with him. My fiancé won't say anything to them because he doesn't want to fight with anyone during his final time here, which I understand. I just wish they'd booked a separate trip for the family to go on, rather than during our honeymoon, a time that we could have spent together, alone, which honestly, we rarely get these days. Between hospital visits, seeing friends, and checking things off that he wants to experience, we're pretty busy. Like I mentioned earlier, money isn't an issue, and this could have easily been made into a separate trip. But they chose to make the trip during his birthday, so they had an excuse to join. When they told us they would also be coming on the trip, I said that was a little strange. Now they're mad at me for not understanding how important it is to them to spend my fiancé's birthday with him. The entire family thinks I'm wrong for being upset about this. His parents said I'll barely even see them, so I shouldn't be upset. Then why are they even coming if they're barely gonna see you guys? But we're all staying at the same resort, with rooms right next to each other. So am I the a-hole for telling my in-laws it's weird that they're coming on our honeymoon with us? No, because it is weird. You aren't upset at them for spending his birthday with him. You're upset because they invited themselves on your honeymoon. Is this like a thing now? It's super creepy. Honeymoons are for you to bond as a couple. God, they booked the room next to yours. Oh. I agree with what a lot of people down in the comments are saying, which is to treat this like a nice family vacation, but to have your own honeymoon another time. Just the two of you. Don't let this taint the experiences you get to have together. Thanks everyone for all of your support. It really means a lot to me. Have a great Christmas and happy holidays!